PokeRamble Podcast.
Yes, welcome to the PokeRamble Podcast, the podcast we ramble on about Pokemon. That's the first time I've used that intro. On this week's episode, we'll be talking about some notable news, some stuff returning to Pokemon Masters, and some new merch. Yes, welcome to episode 33 of the PokeRamble Podcast. I'm your host, Kamal, and joining me, as always, is the Battle Frontier Brain himself, Amit.
Happy episode Nidorino.
Jesus, you gained some volume there, let me tell you, my good sir. Yes, Nidorino, I could have swore it was, it's male Nidorino, isn't it?
It is.
Any notable facts about the male Nidorino?
I was about to launch into one. Nidorino is one of the first two Pokemon ever shown in the Pokemon video games. In the opening sequence, do you know why Nidorino and Gengar are in the opening sequence?
Oh, the fated love rivals of Professor Oak and Agatha are fighting, aren't they?
So I don't know if it's Professor Oak, but
in Pokemon Masters, it ended up being Professor Oak versus Agatha, yes. I believe. Yes.
But in the anime, Ash is watching a Nidorino and Gengar battle. It's Agatha's Gengar. I'm not sure who she's up against. It might just be a challenger. But Ash is watching Nidorino take on Gengar at the very beginning of the Pokemon anime, and that is the battle that is recreated in the opening credits or opening sequence of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green.
Of course it is. Yeah. Damn.
There you go. Nidorino fact for you.
Talking about Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Just before the podcast went live, we were humming along to the Game Corner theme tune.
It's such a good theme
tune. Okay. Yeah. No. So
that's good. That's good.
Good week and all. Well, it's just started, I guess.
Yeah. No. It's been the last week has been good.
Fantastic. Well,
how are you?
Well, happy to be here.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
That's the main thing. What else I'm happy about is that we've got some, juicy news to talk about. Well, we're going to make it juicy. It isn't actually going to tell us much, but hey, we can speculate. Let's move on to our first ever section. Well, it's not our first ever section, but you get the point. Some notable news. Hey, so here's the first item for today, and we've got these notebooks up in front of us. Now, tell me what's special about these notebooks.
Yeah, so this comes to us courtesy of PokeJungle, which is basically some upcoming notebooks that the Pokemon Company, and I can't remember who's going to be publishing them, the Pokemon Company are releasing. And what's really interesting about them is the number of Generation 4 Pokemon on these covers. So you've got Riolu and Lucario, you've got Chimchar, Piplup, and Turtwig, Munchlax is there, Pachirisu's there, and it just gave, I think, quite a few people a possible hint that the upcoming game will be a Gen 4 remake.
Indeed, there's been plenty of rumors rife around. Not just about, this merchandise, let's say, but like other things related to it, like that prediction made by the one guy who said, we discussed last week, who said that the catch mechanics would be back into the franchise, Let's Go, into this remake. We had the domains activated for Diamond and Pearl for some reason. Another thing to add to the list of rumors about the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum remakes. Now, I put this to you. Do you remember what mechanic came in Gen 4 that utilized the touchscreen?
It was the Underground, Sinnoh Underground, right?
Yeah, but we also got the Pal Pad, if you remember, where you could just scribble things on a little pad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, is that why they've gone for notebooks here?
That's a clever thought. I hadn't even made that connection.
When I was looking for a thumbnail, I came across I was like, oh, of course they had that. So yeah, big brain plays by Pokemon Company. But yeah, I don't want to get too excited about it, because do you remember when they were going to announce a few games and they had all the
Pokemon Unite.
yeah, we had all the Johto plushies. It just might be that they think, oh, let's give Sinnoh some love, but I think they know what they're doing here. The other possibility is this relates to the Pokemon Journeys anime, and like maybe these are like some of the upcoming Pokemon that can be featured in future episodes. So who knows? But hey,
that's actually a fair possibility. I mean, it's unlikely that we'll ever see Chimchar in the anime again, given that Ash evolved his.
well, I wouldn't be too sure. It might be another Chimchar, someone else's Chimchar. Who knows?
But yeah, it's super interesting to think that a Gen 4 remake might be the thing we're getting this year. I mean, there are more and more signs as time goes on that it's going to be what we're getting this year, and I think a lot of people will be really excited for that. Dude, are you ready for a 3D Sinnoh? That's going to be so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to go through. Oh, look, if you give me a classic Pokemon game with a fresh paint of skin, I'm gonna play it. That's just me, you know.
One of the things that I'm really excited for in a 3D Sinnoh game is actually getting a sense of height scale. I know that sounds really specific, but Galar as a region is pretty flat. You go sort of, I know there's a couple of mountains towards the north, but actually in the wild area, you don't get a big sense of the world outside of the wild area. Whereas
I think the only time you do get it in Sword and Shield is when you're going across that bridge and you're looking down at the wild area. That's when you get that sort of sense of scale, I guess.
But even then, you're still only getting perspective on the wild area, right? So it's not perspective of what's beyond Hammerlock.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in Sinnoh, and I feel the same way about when we finally got to do flying on Latias and Latios in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, is it really gives you a sense of scale of just how big in Omega Ruby, like how big Mount Pyre is and things like that. And, Lava East Town, like tucked in, it just brings that world to life. And for me, the nice thing about a 3D Sinnoh remake is Mount Coronet must be visible from 3/4 of the map, you'd have thought. And it will be cool to see, I don't know whether they'll do it, but it would be cool to give that sense of scale to Sinnoh as a region.
Yeah, we've got 3 weeks or so away from finding out what's next. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
I wonder what will be the first way that we get an announcement about Gen 4. Because I know that Pokemon Masters likes to do updates before events go live. Pokemon Go typically gets data mined in advance as well. And if there are going to be celebrations coming to all of those things on the 27th of February, it's very possible that some of those things may get revealed before the actual official, what I assume will be some kind of Pokemon Direct.
You know what? I think they might do that thing which they did with Aldo, where they just shadow drop.
Yeah, dropped it in.
Yeah, because if it is something massive, I can't see them dropping the ball. I'd be interested to see if it is going to be this. If it is going to be this Pokefair, who's apparently got unprecedented powers, capabilities. Because the other thing is, it's supposed to be celebrating the franchise's 25th anniversary. So I mean, would they be celebrating the 25th anniversary with just a Gen 4 single pair? Question mark. Is that really how they're going to drop that?
I mean, I feel like this is why. If it's all going to come together, I feel like this is why Ash is finally coming to Pokemon Masters.
Yeah, I have the same. So I've been thinking about it long and hard, and I think that might be the most hypest thing you could do in the game.
Ash and Greninja feels like unprecedented capabilities. It brings Ash into the game. I feel like
oh my god, hang on a minute. Unprecedented capabilities. Ash Greninja, as far as we know, outside of like the Mega Evolution, is like. Well, I guess Psycho as well, but like
Battle Bond is unprecedented for sure.
Yeah, that is big brains plays from you.
So that's
amazing.
Theory. The other is that we might get Giratina.
Oh god!
That being obviously because it wants to theme with the Gen 4.
Oh, what do you think? It just shift forms during battle or something?
Either it'll shift forms during battle, or you can pre-select pre-battle or something like that.
Okay, I guess.
Then again, Pokemon Masters were like, hey, there's never. Actually, I can't say that. That's spoilers. Let's not do spoilers.
Yeah, let's not do spoilers.
Let's not do spoilers.
In that case, we shall not spoil anything, and we'll move on to the next segment. Now, here's a story that's sure to make some people sobble. What's all this about Sobble?
So, big news story over the last couple of weeks. We talked about it on the podcast. Is that the Pokemon Company are finally starting to crack down on, or Game Freak, I should say, are finally starting to crack down.
It's the sound of Game Freak. Whoop whoop. It's the sound of Game Freak.
They are finally starting to crack down on people who have glitched or hacked or used other nefarious means to get Pokemon in Sword and Shield. And that doesn't just include Pokemon Sword and Shield itself, but also Pokemon in Pokemon Home. Because there has been a bit of a black market around people selling legendaries or, trying to get their hands on rare Pokemon. And, Pokemon have said no more. Game Freak have cracked down on it. They've been issuing widespread bans.
You shall not hack!
And this week, we had our first arrest, a proper police raid for someone who had been selling Sobble online.
So,
which is a massive deal.
So this comes by way of Asahi News, which is a huge sort of news piece in Japan via Kotaku that probably translated the story. So the unnamed man was caught selling a modified Sobble to another player for 4,400 yen, so about £30. And he gave a confession about it. The guy who's currently unemployed is said to have made 1.1 million yen, which is about £8,000, selling thousands of such modified creatures.
Yeah, and that's where I was like, who's paying 30 quid for a Sobble?
Yeah, I can't, for the love of God, how I haven't got the words. I just don't have. I can't understand how anyone's bought a Sobble for 30 quid, and he's done it to multiple people.
Mind, right, is what makes me so confused is what about a hack Sobble is so appealing, because it's very easy to get a Sobble with 6 IVs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people will breed them for you. That's perfectly legal. It is pretty straightforward to get a Sobble with any moveset you want. If you want to use them in online battles, the game checks the legitimacy of your Pokemon before you use them. And back last year, people were getting banned for using illegitimate Pokemon online. I don't think you can use Pokemon with illegal movesets online anymore anyway. So what's the appeal? What's the point of having a hack
Shadow says some people are whales, just throwing money at things. Fair enough. I mean, even on eBay, though, you could probably find one for about one quid or 2 quid. Especially a Sobble. Not even a shiny Sobble. It doesn't even specify it's a shiny Sobble. It's just normal Sobble. Not that shiny would make it any more expensive, because it's just like a checkbox, I think, when you come to create these Pokemons, whether or not you want it to be shiny or not.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I mean, even Reddit has got legitimate outlets for people who want breeded Pokemon. So you can specify on Reddit that you want someone to breed you a Sobble egg or whatever, 5 IV, 6 IVs, etc.
And some people like myself are just generous enough to be like, here, just take the Sobble. I don't need anything.
Exactly, and that some people give those services free, some people charge, but again, it's perfectly within the legitimacy of the game. So why someone is spending? I mean, I'm not saying that the person who spent 30 quid on the Sobble is the bad guy here. I don't understand his rationale, but the right person got arrested. To be fair,
they've already played themselves at this point when they bought the £30 Sobble. So, because they tried to put in Pokemon Home and it suddenly disappeared. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, and their account probably got banned as well. But it's just very interesting that this has now escalated to the point where creating, digital characters is enough to get you arrested. And it is. I mean, it's a breach of the terms of use of Pokemon Home. It's a breach of the terms of use of.
I guess what's really got him arrested is the fact that he's made a lot of money from this and probably hasn't paid any tax on it. He's not only created this Pokemon like we said, he's actually just sold these Pokemon on and is technically using Game Freak's property in order to make a profit for himself. So
you know what that guy's probably doing right now.
Resetting for a shiny jail?
Nah, he's probably in jail having a good old Sobble.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
We can move on now.
It all comes full circle.
We can move on.
Well, I actually want to have a Sobble because I just found out Shiny Toxtricity is coming, but only for some people.
Yeah, more Sword and Shield news. This time for people in the US who live near GameStop, and if you're in Canada and you live near some store that I can't remember the name of. It was an acronym, but I can't remember it. I'll check it in a sec. You can grab yourselves a shiny Toxtricity. So the event's going to run later this month, most likely. Official details yet to be confirmed in terms of timings, but it will utilize the Pokemon Pass app. So you'll go into GameStop and use the app to pick up your shiny Toxtricity. It's crazy that we're still doing physical giveaways or location-based giveaways. I mean, the world is in an interesting place at the moment, but it's how Game Freak have decided to do the giveaway. So, the Pokemon Company have. So that's how you can get yourselves a shiny Pokemon.
Excellent, excellent. And with that, we shall move on. So you want to be a Pokemon Master. So this is the Pokemon Masters segment. First things first, last week you had asked me to watch the 2 letters that you get from Serena and Dawn. Now, spoilers for the next, what do you say, a minute?
Yeah, spoilers for the next minute.
Spoilers for the next minute. When you see the Pokemon Masters egg up on the screen, or just skip forward your podcast for a minute from now, that's when it'll be over. So I've watched them. I was very delighted to get to see the 2 characters, get some special items. What's up? What did you want to tell me?
Can I break your heart?
Yes.
If you get either of those pairs from the gacha and you own them, you can watch that story forever because it's their like sync pair story.
Yes, yeah, that's the case for most event pairs.
Yeah. So not only can you watch the whole Palentine's episode, but you can forever watch the intimate moment between you and Serena, or you and Dawn.
Now,
to your heart's content.
I put it to thee. Your phone has got a capable recording function. Record it. Watch it anytime. But yeah, no, that's really cool, and I really enjoyed the little intimate moment we got.
The crazy thing about that event, I know we're running out of time for spoilers, but they give you 2 items that just sit in your inventory and you can't do anything with them.
That's fantastic.
Not just the letters, but they give you Pokepuffs as well.
Well, do you want to eat the Pokepuffs?
No, but at least make it a medal so I can put it on my trainer profile.
Oh, grow up, Hammett. That's a little reference for Rahul.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So Pokemon eggs. Talk to me about the Pokemon eggs. What have they done to you?
Yeah, we've got an egg event.
No more stamina, baby.
Yeah, they've done good things with the event in that it no longer costs stamina to do the egg event, which is really handy because it was a 60 stamina a day drain for me when egg events were going on. We can get Shiny Machop and Shiny Bellsprout, which are new shinies, and Shiny Aerodactyls making a return. There's some other grass, rock, and fighting type Pokemon as well, like Mankey and Geodude. What's really strange though is Mankey's back, but you can't get a shiny Mankey because that doesn't make sense for some reason. Hey. But no, the thing that's really interesting is that the shiny Bellsprout, which I was lucky enough to hatch this morning, is bugged. And you cannot get a 3 passive shiny Bellsprout. It comes with 1 passive only.
1 passive only. That sucks. That really does suck.
Yeah, well, the great thing about shiny Bellsprout is it has Troublemaker 1 as a passive and also has Sleep Powder. So it's a guaranteed sleeper, which is super useful and worth investigating if you want a spare sleeper or you don't have Serena yet. So it's a real shame that that's the one that's bugged, but hopefully DNA will sort out a fix and I can get my shiny Bellsprout with 3 passives.
It must be nice that you're in a position to complain about it because I haven't even hatched a shiny yet.
Yeah, but look, if it gets you some Apologems as well, then jobs are good.
That's true. Thank you for your sacrifice. And to finish off the Pokemon Masters news, guess who's back again?
It's Mewtwo. Okay, real talk. The first battle with Mewtwo is called Mewtwo Strikes. Why is the next battle with Mewtwo not called Mewtwo Strikes?
We should say it's not just Mewtwo, it's Rainbow Rocket Giovanni as well. That's with him.
Mewtwo Strikes Back was right there. Like, it was so obvious. They named the first battle Mewtwo Strikes, but didn't name the next one Mewtwo Strikes Back, and then the third battle Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Rant over. Yeah, Mewtwo and Giovanni are back. Rainbow, Rocket, Giovanni, so him from the alternate dimension, alternate timeline, where he was successful in completing his plans. And it's a rerun. If any of you haven't yet managed to get yourself Mewtwo, it's super easy to get a Mewtwo now. And actually unlock it to 5-5. I did it all in one day. Because you don't need to grind.
Man.
You don't need to grind the prize box for it.
Like, you guys are so lucky, because when Mewtwo first came around, you won't believe how long you had to play this game actively to get 20 out of 25 out of 5. It was insane. It was tough. But one of the things that I think this has really hit people with is probably evidence that co-op is never going to come back to Pokemon Masters. I wouldn't say never come back, but it's shocking that they just didn't include it again. It's just shocking. It felt like an easy excuse to put a co-op event back in, and even if it was low rewards or whatever, it seems strange that there's no co-op with the Mewtwo rerun. Especially because the last Mewtwo run we had, they adjusted the grind and it was a lot easier to get all the items through co-op, and you had an excuse to play the co-op, with dark type sync pairs at that point. I don't know. Well, we are where we are. Yeah, maybe they'll bring it for the 2nd year anniversary. I don't know. But yeah, with that, co-op Dynamax, that would be fun. With that, oh my god, yes. Well, that makes sense, right? Because Dynamax max raid battles are a cooperative. So maybe that's what they're working on, perhaps, and that's why they're not bringing back the classic co-op. Who knows? Maybe we're giving them too much credit. Maybe they should employ us. Maybe it's Maybelline. We shall move on. We've said this a million times. They should employ both of us. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, with that, I'm going to move on. Amit, do you have an order? One Tapu Koko to go. It's Emolga time, baby. Yeah, it's been a while since we talked about Pokemon Cafe. Emolga. But it's nice to have. Emolga looks great. So Emolga's been added to the game and is available from Wednesday in Pokemon Masters. Whatever the scarf necktie thing is, that's what's doing it for me. Emolga's design is brilliant. I just like the little hat in between the ears. It's brilliant. You can recruit Emolga from Wednesday. There will be 13 new stages coming to the game on Wednesday as well. So look forward to that if you are a Pokemon Cafe fan. Excellent. Anything else about Pokemon Cafe for now? There's a Torterra rerun, which people playing will already know about because that event's been going for a couple of days now. But grab your Torterra if you want to jump back into Pokemon Cafe. Torterra is available for you right now. Now, it will be for 2 more days. Quickly, before we move on to past the Pokemon Cafe segment, I want to return to Pokemon Masters. So they really just give me a bronze ticket for Giovanni again. They to be fair, they did say that's what they were going to do. Damn it all. All right, we're moving on. What's Pokemon going on? It's the section where we talk about Pokemon Go now. There's so much going on. Well, kind of, not kind of. There is so much going on. So I just want to top level. The Valentine's event's happening this Sunday, starting this Sunday anyway, at 1 p.m. So we'll cover that on next week's episode. But for now, it's the Lunar New Year coming up. And yeah, it's the Year of the Ox. And who represents the Ox? It's good old Tauros. I feel like I'm torn between whether Bouffalant or Tauros should have got that slot. Because I feel like Bouffalant doesn't get enough airtime. I guess, but everyone, likes Tauros. Dude, everyone likes Tauros. Shiny Tauros looks great. Yeah, and the other thing is that Tauros is one of those Pokemon that are hard to get for people around the world as well. True. Because it's exclusive, so I guess maybe that's well. So is Bouffalant, I guess. But hey, I'm making excuses at this point. Look, Tauros is the OG. All right, he's the OG. Put some respect on his name.
So the Lunar New Year's event.
Yeah, so
is
this
gonna bring
is happening from tomorrow until Sunday, 10 a.m. local time. So, event-exclusive field research will reward encounters with Meowth, Alolan Meowth, and Galarian Meowth, Meditite, and Miltank. Now, you might be wondering why Meditite, even though it's blue and not red, like the rest of the Pokemon are like themed red in this. Well, it's shiny as red, so there you go. There's your logic. There is your logic.
It also evolves into a red Pokemon.
Indeed it does. In celebration of the Year of the Ox, Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon, will be featured in timed research. So yeah, if you don't need to be in America to get one of these, you can get them from the timed research. Yay! Gifts will contain more Pokeballs, which is really cool. You're more likely to become lucky friends with your friends. So, make sure you get those interactions up. So I'm saving mine till tomorrow. When you trade a Pokemon, it'll be more likely to become a lucky Pokemon, which is really good for me because I'm running out of space and I need to do some trades. So that's wonderful. And your trading range will be temporarily increased for 40 km from Monday the February 8th to Monday February 15th. Pokemon you can find in the wild: Krabby, Goldeen, Magmar, Magikarp. Surprisingly, shiny Gyarados in the wild now.
It's red. It counts.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, for the longest of time, evolved Pokemon couldn't be shiny in the wild. And they started changing that with, raids, Mega Raids, where Mega Raided Pokemon can be shiny after you beat it. So that's a huge sort of thing to note there. Miltank,
I wonder if part of that is just because Gyarados is the grind to get a Gyarados is one of the longest grinds.
Ever, yeah. Miltank is going to be about, Meditite is going to be about, and good old Tepig will be about. Now in eggs, you're looking at Rattata, Ekans, Mankey, Ponyta, Mareep, Houndour, Miltank, Torchic, Bagon, Banarian, Tepig, and Letleo. In raids, you'll see Meditite, Carvana, Duskull, Skorupi, Darumaka. Darumaka was the one you want to focus on out of those lot. 3-star raids, Octillery, Miltank, Blaziken, Camerupt, and Absol. And then in 5-star raids, replacing Suicune shortly is Latias and Latios, with a raid day happening on Wednesday. Now appearing in Mega Raids is Mega Pidgeot, Mega Ampharos, but the good old Mega Gyarados. I can't wait to get a Mega Gyarados.
Dude, it's nice that they're giving you shiny Gyarados and Mega Gyarados all at the same time.
Yes, I mean, I've got a perfect Gyarados and I'm just waiting to evolve it, so that's going to Mega Evolve it, so I can't wait. And yeah, that is the Lunar event all summed up. There'll be a Miltank Spotlight Hour tomorrow, so look forward to that. As I said, Valentine's event's happening on Sunday at 1 p.m, but we'll talk about that next week. And there's Love Disc Spotlight Hour Tuesday, February 16th. But that's really it for Pokemon Go news, unless there's anything you want to mention.
Do we want to explain why the colour red is so important for the Lunar Year?
Hit me.
So in China in particular, it is tradition to give your children and your loved ones red envelopes.
Yes.
And in those, or packets, and in those red packets, you would normally give a coin and a couple of other small things as well. So that's why all the Pokemon are red. So
my mum's best friend is this Chinese lady who we call Auntie as well. And I remember when I was younger, she actually gave me one for the new year. One of those little red envelopes. It's one of the sweetest things ever. So I guess it must vary by region, but it's tradition to normally put like a crisp, like brand new unused bill inside the envelope. I got one of those. You're not supposed to put coins in. I think when I got mine, I had a coin in, but hey. And you're meant to Sophie, you had one job, Sophie.
You're meant to avoid giving amounts with a 4 in them because it's considered the number of death.
Oh, so, damn.
What you're supposed to do is give numbers that start or end in an 8 because 8 is the lucky number. 888 is the lucky thing, isn't it, for them? I guess. Just the number 8 actually on its own is considered lucky. Yeah, so, you won't be wanting to receive anything with a 4 in it, meaning you can't buy your Sobbles. Rip. With that bad joke, we'll move on, I guess. Merch to do about nothing. Have a look at this. Dude, there's so much merch this week.
Psyduck. So this is a Psyduck necklace that comes in silver, I think 14 karat gold and 14 karat pink rose gold.
Rose gold.
It's
Nice.
starting, I think 15,000 yen for the silver one. I don't even want to start to imagine what the golden rose gold ones cost.
What's that in a numerical number I can understand, like dollars? Or
Oh,
pounds?
like I'd say 120 pounds-ish for the silver.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
But yeah, I just wanted to really say that this can be found via uTreasure in Japan. They've got an online website. So yeah, just Google uTreasure Psyduck, and this should pop up. U as in the letter U rather than the word U. You understand? You understand. But
Not
apart
like
from
the
that,
sheep either.
Levi's. So we teased this last week, but they've come out with their full range.
Yeah, so to follow on from the denim jacket, we now have matching trousers, which look great. Two different Pikachu jackets, one that is with a full Pikachu, one with lightning bolts. Some jeans with Pikachu on them as well, which looks super cool. One of my favourites is a pink hoodie with Snorlax and Jigglypuff and Gengar, Pikachu, and I think Psyduck as well. And I think there's a tiny little Eevee on it as well. That hoodie's super cute. And then a Pikachu hat and really exciting for the internet, certainly. They are giving or selling Misty's original outfit. So,
which was a bit of a shock to me. I was like, what? Where did this come from?
Yeah, it's strange because it's strange to me that this has never really been done before because it feels like an obvious merch point. But you can buy Misty's Generation 1 outfit complete with t-shirt, shorts, and red suspenders.
Now, is this what you said you're going to be buying me?
Definitely not.
Oh, well, never mind. Hopes and dreams ruined. But yeah, do you see yourself buying any of these items?
I actually really like that pink hoodie, and I might buy it for someone.
I like the Levi Pikachu shirt. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that was Sophie's favorite from the collection. She
See,
really
Sophie's got good
classic,
taste.
Classic Levi's logo with the Pikachu on top.
Excellent. So I guess really just cool merch. I think you'll be able to start pre-ordering these or buying these from the 15th of February. So yeah, have your eyes peeled. If you really like something, shoot your shot. I'll probably be picking up one of those Pikachu shirts depending on how much it is. But yeah, that's it from Merch to Do About Nothing. And we move on to our next segment. Where the Helioptile is Pokemon Sleep.
We have big news this week. So, this week, the FDA finally passed an approval for a new sleep-related gadget that is said to treat sleep apnea and snoring.
Is it the Pokemon GO++?
Listen, it might not have said Pokemon GO++, but we know it has to be because no one else is working on sleep technology around the world. So this must be the FDA's approval for Pokemon Sleep. How exciting is that the FDA have approved Pokemon Sleep?
Last week, we had the beta testing looking for volunteers to sleep and getting paid for sleep. And this week, the FDA has approved an item to be used in conjunction with sleeping.
Yeah, this is the step forward. Not an item. This is clearly the Pokemon Sleep technology.
I don't want to say that we're getting close, and maybe in like 3 weeks' time, it's going to be fully revealed in a full capacity. But I think it's going to be revealed in 3 weeks in its full capacity. Now we've got everything lining up.
Can you imagine if that's the game coming out this year? They're like, guys, we know you wanted a Gen 4 remake. We know you want Generation 9, but headlining our lineup this year, Pokemon Sleep.
Dude, sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm down for that.
Let's see if we get anything next week, but I think we're getting close. We're getting close.
The signs are there. We had the technology, we've now got trials, and we've got FDA approval. What more do you need?
What I need is the next segment. It's time for the hang on. Let me think of it. It's the unknown fact of the week with Amit. There we go. There's your little jingle. Are you happy?
I love it.
What are you going to tell me?
The unknown fact of the week this week is that in every single generation of Pokemon, there has been a new move with the word fire or flame in it, with one exception, which is Generation 3. And I thought it might be fun to see if you can name one of the moves from each generation that has the word fire or flare in it. Sorry, fire or flame.
Okay. Gen 1, Flamethrower.
Yep.
Gen 2, Flare Blitz.
Flare Blitz was not Gen 2, I don't think.
Okay. Flames of Lightning.
Really?
Okay, I'll move to Gen 4. Gen 4, Fire Pledge.
You could. Gen 4. No, Gen 1 was Fire Punch.
No, Pledge.
No, that was Gen 5.
Damn. Alright,
so for Gen 2, it's one of the signature moves of Cyndaquil.
Hit me.
It is Flame Wheel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
For Generation 3, there isn't one. For Generation 4, you mentioned Flare Blitz already. For Generation 4, also Fire Fang, which is one of the standards.
That's when the physical special split for moves, isn't it? Yeah.
Fire Pledge for Gen 5. Generation 6. Where is it? I hate that I didn't write
It's Delphox, isn't it? Delphox is Mystical Fire.
Yeah, that's the one. It is.
There, I got one.
Fire.
I got one.
You did. Do you think you can get Generation 7?
No, I was going to say Darkest Lariat, to be fair. So
I thought it was going to be a Z move. That was my original thinking.
That's a good shout.
Because there were so many new ones there. It's actually Fire Lash.
I could have sworn to you that came in Gen 5.
It actually
because
wasn't.
Of the,
it actually
Heatmore.
wasn't a move learnable until Gen 7, and then it became one of the signature moves of Heatmore.
Damn. Yeah.
Bit of trivia if you're there. Generation 8.
Nope.
Couple of choices. They are G-Max moves, so G-Max Fireball, G-Max Wildfire as well.
Wildfire.
But there you are. Fire and flame for every generation other than Generation 3.
I come from the land of the ice and snow, and the fire moves from Generation 4. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, that's been.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me that there are so few words to describe fire, and that they've had to use the word like fire.
Well,
or
you
flame
had Blaze Kick for Generation 3, I guess, instead of fire. So there's your.
That's true. That's true.
There's your creativity. I mean, what more do you want?
Well, to be fair, Generation 3 had some of the best named moves because it had Blast Burn, it had Eruption.
Are we going to start ranking the move names?
We talked. To be fair, the classic from Gen 3 is Overheat, which is by far and away one of the most famous.
Do you remember Gen 7's Burnout?
That's still a thing. So yeah, but it's one of the lesser known moves. But it actually, Burn Up actually removes the fire typing from the Pokemon that uses it. So if you use it with a pure fire type, it actually makes a typeless Pokemon.
Yes, it does. It does indeed.
Which is very interesting.
Amit, where can the good people find us?
You can find the PokeRamble Podcast on all of your good podcast platforms.
Apart from Apple.
At the moment, yes. And also YouTube, which you can search for PokeRamble Podcast, and you can find all of our episodes, including today's. And then if you want to join us live for the podcast, and thank you everyone for coming out today, you can find us on twitch.tv/KamailH. That's KUMAILH. Twitch.tv/KamailH. And we normally stream 7:30 p.m. GMT on Sunday evenings.
And we've got our own website, PokeRamble.com. Quite simply.
I always forget that, but yes,
it feels unreal. It feels unreal.
To have a website.
Yeah, it does. Thanks again to the good old tribesman, good old Al tribesman. Before we go, I guess we can ramble on for just a couple more seconds. How does it feel having a Mewtwo now?
Dude, it's I didn't realize how little buffing capability Mewtwo had
for itself. Yeah.
The only thing it can max out is its own crit, which is pretty poor. So it needs a lot of support, but boy, does it hit hard.
Yeah. I mean, you're
so
normally
I'm,
going to be pairing it with someone like Sabrina or like a Rosa or something. So
Yeah, Sabrina feels like a smart choice, but ideally you want someone who can max special attack and speed.
yeah,
But Rosa does feel that niche with the trainer move, time to energize as well. So
yeah.
that works.
He
It's
does
not
hit like a
bad.
truck. We saw on Friday with our weekly Champion Stadium stream, where I think he did like 15k to the side, didn't he?
I do feel like you're on the money with Sabrina, not Sabrina, Signet Suit Elisa being the next one to 6-star EX.
It makes sense. Yeah, like her support capabilities are unreal.
Yeah.
I think
it's just the ability to get multiple sync moves in before your opponent uses a sync move, which
Yeah.
in Champion Stadium, when you're generally trying to battle as quickly as possible, being able to sync with Rotom first to double your damage output and then sync with another striker it's crazy.
And I think next week we'll be having a bit of a Pokemon Masters discussion because I think tomorrow's the final day to get, or the earliest day to get your 20 out of 20 Rosa Skylar, and we need to be getting that 6-star EX at some point. So
Yeah, I reckon it'll probably come at the end of the month. I know people hope it will come sooner. But
I'm so impatient, dude. I am so impatient.
I feel bad that Mewtwo still doesn't have a grid, by the way. And Mecha Shadow said it in the chat as well. Like, it's a shame because it feels like that might be able to patch up the fact that it needs so much support.
Yeah, like the Razor's level cap, but no grid. I mean, even if the grid just adds, like things that take advantage of its critical hits, like I don't know, like for example, like a hard hitting sync move, or like inertia or something along the lines of that.
Yeah, or just give it
crit.
Just give it critical strike 9. It's fine.
Oh my god, that would be insane.
The other thing that really bumped me out is they are doing a rerun on banners at the moment, and Karen's banner's just come back up. But there's no 6-star for Karen.
Huh? That is quite.
It's a Karen and Grimsley banner. Dark types, obviously, to help you with Mewtwo. But it just seems so strange to me that neither of them have got a 6-star EX unlocked.
Can I see your manager? Sorry, I always have to do that with Karen. But yeah,
Karen is very, very good though.
Oh yeah, she is. She's wonderful, and the multipliers on her grid are great. She can do lots of things. Yeah. Mecha Shadow, oh wow, crit strike 9. Sorry guys, PokeRamble.com. You'll see us later on this week technically, but till then, I've been Kumail.
Crit strike 9 exists in the game, by the way. I didn't just make that up.
No,
Palkia's got critical strike 9. It's a thing.
But I've been Kumail.
I've been Amit.
And we'll catch you on the next ramble.